Hello children, welcome once again to geography session. In the last video we discussed about effects of ocean surface currents on human life. I already told you that there are two types of currents, that is cold and warm current, and again on the basis of redistribution of water on the earth from poles to equator and from equator to poles, two types of currents are there, that is surface ocean currents and deep ocean currents. Now according to the textbook we discussed the general points which I had discussed. Now according to your textbook, effects of ocean currents on human life. Ocean currents especially affect the climate of region. Climate we discussed, students, right? That for example, warm ocean currents increase the amount of precipitation and temperature in the coastal region. In that way, it affects the especially affect the climate of a region having proximity to the sea. In cold region where the warm ocean currents flow, climate becomes warmer. In some region, the amount of precipitation increases. For example, the warm ocean currents flowing near Western Europe, Southern Alaska and Japanese coast reduce the intensity of winters. Reduce the intensity of winters means winters will not be severe due to warm ocean currents. Followed? And there they make them warmer. As a result, these ports do not freeze in winter. Because of warm ocean currents, the ports will not freeze. Otherwise, in now where our soldiers are posted now for China, there will be heavy winters. Means आदमी को दिखता नहीं, ऐसा रहता है वहाँ पे सब फ्रीज हो जाता है, हाथ पैर वगैरह फ्रीज हो जाते हैं. तो ऐसे में वहाँ खड़े रह के पहरा देना या लड़ना नामुमकिन है. लेकिन वी शुड हैट्स ऑफ टू आवर सोल्जर्स दैट दे आर स्टिल, मुझे वहीं पे झंडे गाड़ के बैठ गए हैं वो लोग. समझ में आया? तो इसको बोलते हैं कि ये जो वेस्टर्न यूरोप और सदर्न अलास्का है, इसको सीवियर इंटेंसिटी ऑफ विंटर से कौन बचाता है? तो वार्म ओशन करंट्स. समझ में आया? ओशन करंट्स कैसे इफेक्ट करते हैं क्लाइमेट को. आया समझ में बात? उसके बाद, हैड ओशन करंट्स बीन एब्सेंट द ओशन वाटर वुड हैव रिमेन्ड स्टिल. अगर ओशन करंट्स नहीं रहते थे, ओशन करंट्स की वजह से क्या होता है, सरफेस वाटर नीचे जाता है और डीप वाटर ऊपर आता है, तो एक्सचेंज होते रहते हैं. इसकी वजह से स्टिल नहीं रहता है वो. अगर वो स्टिल रहता था तो वो बर्फ़ जम जाता था. ओके. इन सच वाटर्स द बायोटिक कॉम्पोनेंट्स वुड हैव बीन डिवॉइड ऑफ फूड. म्हणजे अगर वो ऊपर नीचे नहीं होता था, अगर ओशन करंट्स नहीं होते थे, तो क्या क्या असर होता है आपको ये बहुत ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा. हैड द ओशन करंट बीन एब्सेंट, फर्स्ट इज, प्लीज अंडरलाइन दैट द ओशन करंट्स वुड हैव रिमेन्ड स्टिल एंड इन सच वाटर बायोटिक कॉम्पोनेंट्स. बायोटिक किसको बोलते हैं? लिविंग, जो भी प्लांट्स वगैरह होते हैं, फिश वगैरह होती है, तो वुड हैव बीन डिवॉइड ऑफ फूड, म्हणजे उनको फूड नहीं मिलता था. कॉन्सिक्वेंटली मराइन लाइफ एंड इट्स इकोसिस्टम वुड हैव बीन लिमिटेड इन इट्स एक्सटेंट. म्हणजे जो फिट है वही रहता था, जो अनफिट है वो मर जाता था. तो ऐसा होता था इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ ओशन करंट. इन रीजन वेयर कोल्ड एंड वार्म करंट्स मीट, प्लैंकटन, वेजिटेशन, एल्गी ग्रो. देखो, ये मराइन एनिमल्स का फूड है, प्लैंकटन और वेजिटेशन, एल्गी. तो जहाँ पे ओशन कोल्ड एंड वार्म ओशन करंट्स मिलते हैं, वहाँ पे थिक फॉग भी फॉर्म होता है और वहाँ पे प्लैंकटन, वेजिटेशन, एल्गी जैसे चीज़ें ग्रो होती है. दिस इज़ द फूड फॉर द फिश. देयरफॉर फिश कम हियर इन लार्ज नंबर्स एंड ब्रीड. Breed means they will extend their family. This has in turn led the formation of large fishing grounds. Because of that food growing there, it has led to the formation of large fishing grounds there. Grand Bank near North America coast in Atlantic Ocean and Dogger Bank near European coast are some of the examples. Please underline that. Give example for fishing grounds. So then you have to give Grand Bank near North American coast in the Atlantic Ocean and Dogger Bank in the near European coast are some of the examples of best fishing grounds. With respect to water transport too, the ocean currents are very important. See, with respect to water transport, how? Because if the ocean currents were not there, the water would have been frozen, and in frozen water, how can you expect a ship to travel? You cannot expect, na? So that is the main thing. Okay, with respect to the water transport too, the ocean currents are very important. If the transportation is done according to the flow of ocean currents, the speed of ships increases and fuel is saved too. We can increase the speed due to ocean currents and fuel is saved. Otherwise, every day there would have been an incident of accident, है ना? हर रोज कोई ना कोई एक्सीडेंट होता था अगर ओशन करंट्स नहीं रहते थे. सो प्लीज चिल्ड्रन ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ ओशन करंट्स आर इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अस एंड व्हाट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग आई एम टेलिंग यू टू अंडरलाइन. In the absence of ocean currents, the ocean water would have remained still and in such water biotic components would have been devoid of food. फिर तुम लोग है ना क्वेश्चन आंसर्स के लिए बहुत ये करते हो कि हमको नहीं मिल रहे, हमको नहीं मिल रहे. जब मैं वीडियो में स्ट्रेस देती हूँ, बताती हूँ, तब आप ध्यान नहीं देते हो. You have to pay attention. Now you are all grown ups. You have to write on your own. So we were talking about transportation, how it is useful for transportation. Now I hope it is clear for you. Near the coast where cold currents flow, the amount of precipitation is low. For example, in Peru, Chile and arid desert of southwest Africa. At places where cold and warm currents meet, thick fog is formed. This I have told you many times. This is also one effect of cold and warm currents meeting. Due to that thick fog is formed. Due to that plankton, vegetation, algae जैसे plants grow होते हैं. तो you have to remember all such fogs create problem for transportation. The warm Gulf Stream and the cold Labrador currents meet near the Newfoundland island. This leads to dense fogs. Because of cold currents, icebergs are carried away from the polar areas. If such icebergs come along the marine routes, they are hazardous to ships. देखो अभी कैसा है ये कि whenever they meet and they meet where Gulf Stream, warm Gulf Stream and cold Labrador currents meet near the Foundland Island. This leads to formation of dense fog. And because of cold currents, icebergs are carried away from the polar areas. If such bergs, for example, if such bergs come along the marine routes, they are hazardous to the ship. Means ship cannot move only. They are hazardous to the ship. So, now we will talk about, we had already discussed about surface effects of current or surface. Now we will talk about deep ocean currents. Okay. So, here's deep ocean currents diagram. Deep ocean currents. Water currents beyond the depth of 500 meters are known as deep water ocean currents. That we have discussed already. 2 times in the video I have told you about this. These currents are formed, means deep ocean currents are formed. Underline children, please underline these. These currents are formed due to differences in temperature and density of the water in different parts of the ocean. Why are deep ocean currents found? For example, question arises. Then you have to answer. These currents are formed due to the differences in temperature and density of the water in different parts of the ocean. This is known as thermohaline circulation. Okay, question may also arise like this. What is explain thermohaline circulation? So same answer you have to write, my dear ones. You have to be very, very careful. I'm sending everything and I'm explaining everything, but the thing is you have to listen carefully, you have to read the textbook once, then only you will be getting. While watching the video also, you should see the textbook. These currents flow till the bed of the ocean. They flow like rivers continuously below the surface of the sea. See figure 5.5. 5.5 I already showed you in my this. See, this is figure 5.5. They want to show that how they are flowing like rivers. Ocean currents are flowing like rivers till the seabed of the ocean. Okay. The difference in temperature of various parts of the ocean is the major reason behind deep sea currents. See now what they are telling. How are deep ocean currents formed? The difference in temperature of various parts of the ocean is the major reason. Please underline that in your textbook. It is on page number 33, paragraph number 2. The difference in temperature of various parts of the ocean is the major reason behind the deep sea currents. Warm water has lower salinity and density. Such water comes to the surface of the sea. Cold water with high density goes down. This movement causes the deep sea water currents. See figure 5.6. Generally, see this is figure 5.6. Generally, the surface water near Greenland and Europe moves to more depth. This water moves to the Antarctica at these depths. Later, the water moves to the surface. Thus, the redistribution of ocean water keeps occurring. This redistribution takes around 500 years to complete. This type of movement is also known as conveyor belt. So, question may be asked, what is conveyor belt? Now, we will discuss about, as we discussed the effects of ocean currents on human life. Now, we are going to discuss about importance of deep ocean currents. Due to thermohaline circulation, movement of sea water occurs on a large scale. What is thermohaline circulation? Again, I showed you that time. I also asked you to underline that thermohaline circulation. Okay. Have you underlined it, dear ones? The currents formed due to differences in temperature and density of water in different parts of the ocean. This is known as thermohaline circulation. So, they are talking about thermohaline circulation. Due to thermohaline circulation, movement of sea water occurs on a large scale. Because of this circulation, ocean water moves from surface to the bottom and from bottom to the surface. Because of thermohaline circulation only, movement of ocean water from surface to deep and from deep to surface, like that it will come back. Warm water is transferred to the bottom from the surface and the nutrient rich cold water is circulated on the surface. Warm water is always lighter. Students, we have discussed this. Warm water is lighter than cold water, so it goes down quickly and the cold water comes up, and then it also gets warmed and it shifts again to give place to the cold water. Do you know, children, this circular pattern of the movements of the ocean currents give rise to a certain peculiar features in the ocean. They are called gyres. The Sargasso Sea in the Atlantic Ocean is such an example. It is marked by the circular pattern of the ocean currents. It does not have land boundaries and it is only surrounded by ocean currents. It gets its name from the Sargassum seaweed. The water is still here. This sea is 1100 km wide and 3200 km long. Means no circulation is there. The sea water is still. Okay. Always remember, what you have to remember, the ocean currents do not flow very close to the coast. They flow near the lower limit of the continental shelf. We have already discussed continental shelf, continental slope. All that you have to remember every time, children. This geography is interrelated with one another. All the lessons are interrelated. सो यू मस्ट बी क्विक इन योर माइंड. कॉन्टिनेंटल शेल्फ बोलते से ही आपके दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि कहाँ हमने कॉन्टिनेंटल शेल्फ पढ़ा और क्या है, और अगर भूल जाते हैं तो फिर एक बार पढ़ लीजिए, क्योंकि भूलना सहज है लेकिन मेहनत करने से आपको याद रहेगा बच्चों. Even though the velocity of the ocean current is less, the water carried by them is immense. Velocity is again speed. Under the influence of westerlies, now easterlies are westerlies and are planetary winds we have discussed children. मैंने आपको अच्छे से planetary winds के बारे में 3 प्रकार के winds के बारे में बताया था. तो ये ऐसा नहीं है कि ये तो लेसन में नहीं है, क्या करेंगे. दैट इज़ फॉर योर नॉलेज. आपका नॉलेज, किसी भी वर्ड जो आता है उसको मैं चाहती हूँ उस वर्ड के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए कि वो वर्ड क्या है और उससे रिलेटेड दूसरे वर्ड्स कौन से हैं. सो माई एफर्ट्स शुड बी फ्रूटफुल. इफ़ यू रीड माई एफर्ट्स विल बी फ्रूटफुल. ओके. So third, we were discussing that under the influence of westerlies in the mid latitudes the ocean currents flow from west to east, but near the equator they flow from east to west. This leads to a circular pattern. See figure 5.4. So you have to see in your textbook figure 5.4 that already I had showed in the last videos. That is pink is warm current and blue is cold current, and how they are always children, you have to remember that warm currents flows from equator to poles and cold current flows from poles to equator. Okay, then have a good time and try to answer the question till my next video. Bye.